Sir, kung ikaw ang mabibigyan ng power to solve yung Philippine agriculture, anong gagawin mo?
Oh, itodo ko ang ang suporta sa farming, sa farmers natin. Gagawin ko lahat ng mga daan sa mga liblib na lugar. Kasi ang farmer, ito katulad na lang nito. Ang farmer, nasa outskirt yan eh.
Yes.
Kailangan pagandahin mo yung daan nila doon, number one. And number two, you have to give all out support, especially in prices of produce and the equipments needed in farming. And then yung socialized financing para gumanda yung kwan. Kasi ang nakikita ko, I don't know if I am wrong. Ang nagpapatakbo na ekonomiya natin is agriculture. Sa akin lang. Look, dito, punta ka sa market namin. Pag walang ani, langaw.
Walang tao.
Nilalangaw yung
Palengke.
pagandahin mo ang produce, kikita yung mga farmer, pati yung SM sa Tuguegarao, puno na tao. O, di ba?
Gusto mo bang matuto ng agribusiness, crops, livestock and poultry, aquaculture, at ma-inspire sa mga success stories? Agribusiness How It Works. As a YouTube channel, Agribusiness features entrepreneurs, farmers, organizations, OFWs, investors. However, beyond our usual content and official endorsements, Agribusiness does not engage in other business dealings with them. While our viewers and featured individuals and entities may choose to pursue business deals with each other on their own, we encourage them to be cautious in doing so. Agribusiness Connect is in its third year. Join us on August 8, 2026 at Elements at Centris. Explore the right agricultural venture for you and get inspired by industry experts' success stories. Agribusiness Connect Year 3 is co-presented by Bayer, DeKalb. A day of panel discussion, inspirational talks, business socials, and exhibits. Ask your questions in an open panel discussion with Juanjo Araneta of Central Azucarera de Tarlac, Rowena Africa of Juan Lipa AgriVentures Corporation, Dr. Richard Torno of Torno Agro, Attorney Carlo Benito Cruz of Don Benitos, and special guest speakers, Secretary Conrado Estrella III of Department of Agrarian Reform, Constantine Stan Tanchan of Aquatic Phoenix Aquaculture Group, Dr. Rosalind Wee of W Group of Companies, who will be this year's Best Young Farmer, People's Choice Award, and Farmer of the Year. Find out at Agribusiness Connect Year 3. Register now and avail our promo discount. Find the link in the video description or message us on Agribusiness Facebook page or 0917-827-7770. Strictly no walk-ins. Agribusiness Connect Year 3 is co-presented by Bayer, DeKalb. We would like to thank our major sponsors, Tate Aqua Feeds, Greenland Bio-Organic Fertilizer, All Certified Equipment Trading Corporation, Agridom, Metro Pacific Fresh Farms and Innovative Agro Industry, Bulacan Dragon Fruit Depot, Don Ricardo's Lechon House, Sanadu Max Power, Agrimac and Lovon, Amo, Ako'y Magsasakang Organiko, Adinso and Iritech, Sugarcane and Beyond, Don Benitos, Transfer It, Crispy King. We would like to thank the following sponsors: Rumsol, Bio and Fertilizer, Rural Bank of Angeles, Asil Laboratories, Tuburan Coffee, and Tuburan 360, Rixwan, Mango Tours Houston, Texas. Win a free trip to your chosen destination. This raffle is brought to you by BNG Travel and Tours Services. Free Aral at Gala Tour, made possible by Inspired Learning Tours. 5 lucky winners of 10,000 pesos worth of gift certificates, courtesy of Kiwami and Yabu. Enjoy an exclusive discount when you book your stay at Harold's Hotel. See you at Agribusiness Connect Year 3. Register now.
Best part dito sa farm, ito yung paborito mong site.
Yes, kasi pag mainit na mainit, especially during summer months na yan, dito ako may standby sa kubo kong ito. Ito na yung pinakamataas kasi na area para matanaw mo lahat
mo yung buo.
yung plantation, yung surroundings ko.
Sir, start natin
para,
dito, sir.
Para makita lahat, matanaw mo lahat yung ano ko. Yung farm ko. Saka pag may mga tao akong nagtatrabaho doon sa area na yun na natatanaw ko, dito sa area
Kahit
natatanaw
malayo,
ko.
tanaw mo sila.
Oo, dito sa area. At saka yung iba yung atmosphere dito pagka yung mainit na tanghali. Kasi medyo mataas ito, parang naka-aircon ka pagka nandito ka. Kaya yung bang maiidlip ka dito pagka lalo na ko yung during break time ng mga tao ko, nandito sila sa paligid ko. Nakakapagkwentuhan kami dito. So dito ako standby instead na nandun lang ako sa bahay. Ibig sabihin, pagka green na siya, na-fertilize ko na siya.
Oh.
Nabigyan ko na ng first dosage of fertilizer.
Oh, I see.
So dito makikita mo. Kaya naiiba do sa mga kapitbahay ko na iba na hindi rin nakapag-fertilize pa. So yung itsura ng tubo, iba. Kasi yung mga nalagyan na ng fertilizer, green na siya. At saka yung mga areas ko dyan na naararo, ready for planting yan.
Bagong planting na yan, sir.
Oo, in the next few days siguro matatamnan ko na yung mga yan. Kasi yung mga tao ko na nagtatanim ngayon nandito sa area to, makikita natin mamaya dito paglabas natin.
Mga bisita mo, sir, dinadala mo rito.
Pag gusto nilang mamasyal dito, iniikot-ikot ko sila dito. Kasi road access lahat to. Pati yung makikita mo yung green na yun, akin pa yun meron tayong access road.
So talagang kinonstruct mo yung lahat ng road, sir?
Yes. Oo.
Yung buong farm?
Oo, kasi ang purpose ko dyan, kailangan hindi ko siya maikutan kung maglalakad ako. Kasi at least meron akong jeep, kaya ko ikutin lahat yan. Siguro less than an hour or maybe more than an hour. Naikutan ko na lahat yan. Pati yung kabila doon, makikita mo yun. Doon sa matrix, doon sa kabila niya, akin pa rin yan. So may mga road access tayo dyan.
Wow. Gaano kahaba yung road access na binil nyo na yan, sir? Ano yan? Unti-unti yung binil din yan, sir, yung access na yan?
Hindi, ganito kasi, merong road grader ang Karsum Kumil na pwede nilang ipahiram sa amin, pero babayaran namin yung fuel at saka yung driver.
Oh, I see.
So yung maintenance ko dito, especially before milling time, kailangan gawin ko yung mga roads niya kasi pag-harvest ko para maganda access ng trucks ko na nagkakarga ng
So tuloy-tuloy yung pag-maintain ng mga road
yes,
networks?
tuloy-tuloy ito.
Sir, aning ko lang, sir, yung yung kwento mo na you started na hindi naman kalakihan na nag-start ka. Tapos for 40 years, sir, andito ka pa rin sa sugarcane industry. Sir,
Yes.
sir, ano yung sekreto doon? Bakit nag-stick ka dito sa industry na to?
Siguro, kasi I started planting sugar on a 0.3 hectare.
0.3 lang, sir?
Yes.
3,000 square
Yes,
meter?
correct. Now, but purposely I did that for planting.
Okay.
So alam mo kasi ang tubo, 6 months, 7 months, pwede mong i-cut yan and then plant. So, 0.3 ako nag-umpisa, and then kinat ko yung 0.3, nakapagtanim ako ng 0.7.
Okay.
Okay, now kinat ko yung 0.7, nakapagtanim na ako ng siguro about more or less 2 hectares.
Mhm.
That's how I started.
So that 2 hectares, ito yung unang hinarvest mo for milling?
Yes, doon na ako nag-umpisa. Oo,
Okay.
doon
Bakit sir ganun yung strategy mo nung start? You decided to just plant and
Yeah.
magkaroon ka ng seedling ng material rather than
Yeah.
to buy and you plant it
Yes.
dun sa 2 hectares directly?
Because I do not have enough funds to buy cane points. You know, sugar farming is a little bit expensive,
Expensive.
especially when you are just a beginner.
Mhm.
Kasi marami kang paggagastusan dyan. You have to spend on land preparation,
Mhm.
you have to spend on cane points, you have to spend on fertilizer, and then the labor. So, ang nakita ko kasi, I should start it right. Na ito, magtanim muna ako nito, 0.3 hectares, para dito ako kukuha ng planting material ko. And then tinanim ko yon, and then out of that, kinat ko na naman, tinanim ko na niyan. So, hindi ako nag-aapura na mag-mill, ng tubo.
Yeah.
So, parang dahan-dahan lang, dahan-dahan lang na ginanong ko yung mga plants ko, so that yun, para mapalawak ko. Oh, and ayun, na-realize ko naman na ngayon na I am the #1 planter in Sorsogon District.
From 3,000 square meter.
Yes.
Wow,
yes,
to right now sir, ilang hectares mo lahat ngayon sir? All in all, including the other areas?
55 plus 87. Ilan yan?
55 plus
55
87.
plus
55 plus 87
87.
142,
Oh, plus 30 hectares.
plus 30.
172.
Wow.
That's it.
Sir, it's a success story, sir.
Siguro sinabi ng Diyos, Nap, dito ka mag-focus.
Oo. Sir, is that yung strategy na yon until now, sir, is that applicable to new farmers?
It should be.
It should be.
It should
Okay.
be. Unless you are moneyed. Now, if you have all the resources, you can start it big. But it is very hard to start it big if you do not have the technology. Because if you do it big, you have to hire technocrats,
Yes.
okay? Because you don't have experience.
Mm.
You have to hire people from other places, sugar areas like that.
Mga workers.
So
na marunong.
marami kang masyadong kukunin.
Oo.
If you start it at a small one, you will have the experience before getting it bigger. Ganon ako.
Yes, sir. And paano mo nagawa, sir, na paano ka lumaki ng lumaki ng lumaki? Ano yung sekreto doon?
Now, ganito kasi, nung kumikita na ako, ang ginawa ko, nagli-lease ako ng properties or I buy.
Unti-unti din.
Unti na.
From
Kasi
your
imagine-
income? From your income?
From the income, yes. Kasi imagine mo naman, 40 years. Diba?
Yes, sir.
Within 40 years, I all have the reason to be not maborang now.
Yes.
Diba, sa tagal naman na yan, di ba? Look at your area,
Yes,
yung
sir.
areas ko. Hindi naman pare-pareho. That's why sabi ko nga kanina, it is advantageous if you have a wide area.
Yeah.
Because yung hina mo doon, kukunin
Babawiin mo rito.
Babawiin mo rito. Pero kung yun lang ang farm mo, mahina yun, patay ka na. Wala ka nang
Yan yung maraming reason kung bakit maraming nag-give up.
wala ka nang pagbabawian.
Walang pagbabawi.
Wala ka nang pagbabawian. That's why some people, discouraged sila. Ganon nangyari.
Pero marami rin ka rin bang na-experience, sir, na challenges along the way?
Yeah, I have.
Sa 40 years?
I have. In the ups and downs of the sugar industry in Cagayan, lahat data ng hirap dito. I experience yung nasunugan kami, and then yung mill nag-trouble ng 1 month. So, a cut canes namin is lying in the field.
Masisira po yun?
Yes, masisira.
Okay.
Masisira. Because a cut canes should be milled within 72 hours to protect yung ano mo, yung To get the
Efficient.
maximum efficiency of the sugar recovery.
Oh.
Ganon yun. Now, I also have experienced yung bumagsak yung price that was in crop 2006 and 2007.
Oh,
Na
kailangan.
medyo mura talaga. It could not even be break even.
Hindi mo ma-recoup yung expenses.
Expenses mo. Now,
Anong reason nun, sir? Bakit na bumagsak yung presyo?
market, government, importation. Masyadong marami. Masyadong marami. Hindi ko nga maintindihan kung yung gobyerno natin is they should protect Filipino farmers or
They should.
they will neglect the Filipino farmers and just do importation. Hindi ko maintindihan yun eh. Diba?
Are we sufficient for sugar?
What?
The Philippines,
Oh.
is it sufficient ang production ng Philippines for
Yes.
sugar?
Yes.
So we don't need to import.
Correct. We don't need to import. But they are the ones declaring that we have to import. So cannot do anything. That is intervention, government intervention.
Okay.
Diba?
So, okay, pagbagsak ng prices, yung nasunugan kayo,
Nasunugan.
other experiences are not
Typhoons.
Ayan.
I
oo.
experienced typhoons also. But
Several
it's
times.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time. But not very often.
Okay.
Unlike this year, we do not have experience typhoon in the area.
Mhm.
Kasi that is the advantages of sugar farming compared to corn and rice farming.
Aha.
In corn and rice farming, if you have calamities, total loss.
Yeah. Wipe
In-
out.
Wipe up. In sugar farming, yung tubo mo, magbe-bend lang yan na ganyan.
Aha.
Magbe-bend lang na ganyan. Or kaya some of the stocks medyo mabali.
Mhm.
Pero still you have,
Andun pa rin yung cane.
andun pa rin yung cane. Still nandun pa rin, makakakuha ka pa.
Mhm.
It's not a total loss.
Mhm.
That is the advantage. And it's very easy for a sugar farmer to expand. Because sinabi ko na nga kanina, ito, inararo mo. Next year, hindi mo naman araruhin to eh.
Yes.
Just eraton.
Yeah.
Di ba? Pwede kang mag-expand sa kabila.
And pwede mong hindi bilhin nga yung cane.
Yes.
Kasi nga, you
Yung-
can propagate your
yung
own
planting
seedlings.
material
yung
mo.
planting materials.
Yung planting material mo. Now, these are replow area to for replowing. Ayun yung mga tao ko.
Oh,
Tatanim.
grabe. Nagtatanim sila ngayon, sir?
Yes, yun.
Ang
Mga
ganda
tao
dito.
ko yan.
Pa-picture naman. Sir, pa-picture tayo dito. Super,
Oh.
super ganda. Sir, si Sir Nap Maburang, sir, ang biggest name in sugarcane farming in Cagayan.
Karsumco Mill District, yes. Because we have only one mill district in Cagayan.
Okay.
It is the Karsumco. Yes.
Nice.
And this I could not remember if this is my 30th year or 25th year of being number one planter in the district.
Wow.
And up to now.
Mm-mm.
Just the recently concluded milling season.
Mm-mm.
Now,
Sir,
I don't
sige.
want to brag,
Mm.
but you can ask records from the URC Karsumco, Universal Robina. They have the records.
Sir, given that, magandang negosyo, sir, ang farming ng sugarcane.
For me, yes.
Aha.
Yes. Because if you remember, the rich people, the rich people comes from Negros. Why? Ang mga ninuno nila as a sugar planter. And mga tatay nila is a sugar planter. And then mga anak nila is a sugar planter. And they occupy influential positions in government like now. Example, Subiri.
Subiri.
Okay. Subiri. And then the Ledesmas in
Ledesmas,
Negros.
yes.
Oh, Negros. And then the
Araneta.
Yeah, Araneta. Araneta.
Okay.
And then
Escudero.
look, why is it that Universal Robina Corporation bought several mills in the Philippines.
Okay.
We have 27 sugar mills in the Philippines. Universal Robina owns 13 sugar mills.
Mhm.
So why? Why? They bought Lopez, they bought Binalbagan, they bought Sunedco. Diba? So I think there's money in it. And which up to now, still, the Robina group of companies do not give up
Yeah.
sugar farming or sugar mills.
Sir, bakit pakonti ng pakonti yung sugar mills?
Okay, now, it's like this. Masyadong apektado ang sugar mills natin. Number one reason is importation. We have sugar mills who have refineries in the Philippines, but they could not sell their refined sugar because
Flooded yung
government nag-i-import sila. Nag-i-import sila. Siyempre, pagka meron tayong importation, it affects the market. Correct? Yun ang reason why. But given them the opportunity sana na wag nang mag-import and you just get refined sugar from all these sugar refineries here,
Yeah.
I think magaganda pa ang Pilipinas, gaganda ang ekonomiya natin. Now, aside from that, itong sugar farming, malaki tulong mo sa mga tao to. Yeah, look, mga laborers ko, alam ba yan? Diba, nakakatulong ka sa livelihood, the source of income. So, I think these are the reasons why na sa akin siguro, I do not give up sugar farming.
Sir, diba sa tagal na ang Pilipinas ay producer talaga ng sugar, no?
Yes.
Noon pa. Ano yung status natin ngayon compared to other countries, let's say Thailand? Ano nang status natin? Naiiwanan ba tayo or tayo pa rin ba yung
Australia,
main?
Brazil, like that.
Yeah.
Malayo tayo.
Sobrang layo natin, sir.
Malayo tayo. I was in Australia in 1999.
Okay.
Lahat ng sugar areas doon, Queensland, especially Queensland. Nabisita ko lahat yan. Alam mo doon, merong isang tao doon, planter, operating 2,000 hectares.
Wow.
2,000.
Isang tao.
Isang tao. Ang tao niya, 15 lang. 15 lang.
Wow.
Why? Pag kailangan niya ang mag-tractor, mag-land prep, may mga traktora siya. So, 5 tao o 5 tao ang nandun. Pag kailangan niya ang mag-harvest, may mga harvester siya. 5 tao lang ang nandun. Pag kailangan niya to irrigate the farms, may mga tao siya to irrigate the farms. All mechanized.
Wow.
So, yun ang pagkakaiba natin. And the government of Australia, talagang tinututukan nila ang mga sugar planters. Mga roads nila, government ang gumagawa, magaganda, asfaltado, konkreto, mga daan nila. Research areas nila, experiment station, gobyerno. Pag nagka-problema ka sa farm mo, RSSI or what, gobyerno, yun ang pagkakaiba natin. So like Brazil and Thailand.
Ganun din.
Ganun din.
So talagang key yung
Kulang.
Government support talaga.
Kulang.
Babalik tayo ulit sa government.
Wala tayong support. Katulad ko.
Wala kayong support from the government.
And yet, the government is making money of sugar. Why? Paglabas ng kidan namin, hindi namin maibenta yan unless you pay to BIR your taxes.
Wow.
Halimbawa, ang presyo, 2.5. Kunin mo yung 1% of 2.5. Magkano yun? Magkano yung
1% of
1% of 2.5? Magkano ba yan?
25 pesos.
Okay.
25.
Okay.
25 pesos.
Okay. If you are the trader,
Mm.
I sell you 1,000 bags. You pay me 2.5 less 25. Why? This trader could not withdraw the physical sugar from the mill without going first to BIR and pay the taxes. Kita mo?
Wow.
And yet,
Wow.
hindi tayo
Nasa
Walang tulong.
suportahan. Oh.
wala support. But the taxes is there. Even in our molasses, the same.
Teka sir, ang nag-tax is the trader. The trader who na bumili
Oh,
ng sugar.
yes.
Then the milling may tax din yan.
Meron.
The farmer, wala.
Ang sharing namin dito is 40-60.
Ah, so
40
tax ka rin.
Oo ah.
Kasi kinuha ni milling sa tax, 40%
Yes,
of the tax ni
out of
milling.
my produce. Out of my produce, 40% ang kay Miller.
60% yung sa'yo.
60% lang yung pupunta sa akin.
Yeah.
Now, yung 1% ko pa, pupunta doon sa association ko. Sa co-op ko.
Sa co-op.
Para, siyempre, kailangan din namin ng staff sa co-op.
So sir, si milling, I assume na kinuha rin niya yung taxes niya kasama doon sa kinuhanan din niya yung 60% mo.
Yes.
So nag-tax ka rin.
Oh, tax it.
Wow. Tapos si trader nag-tax din ng 25 pesos.
Yeah. Because hindi niya mailabas yung
Wow.
alam mo kasi sugar kedan, ano yan, kedan parang negotiable instrument. Yan.
Okay.
Ito yung sugar kedan ko for this week. Week ending. So. Pag nag-agree tayo ng price, o pare, magkano? 2.5. Okay. Pipirmahan ko lang sa likod niyan. I-endorse ko lang. Pipirmahan ko lang sa likod. Kukunin na yung trader, kukunin na niya yung kedan ko.
Yeah.
But before he or she could withdraw the physical sugar in the bodega of that mill, pupunta muna sa BIR ito.
Bayaran niya.
Bayaran niya. So let's say 1,000 bags times 25 pesos.
Sir, nagbayad na siya ng tax, hindi pa siya nagbebenta.
Oh, yes. That is government. Kaya wala, kaya ka supposed to be. Ito ang alagaan mo. Kasi sure na
Na may income ang gobyerno.
walang lusot ito compared sa rice and corn eh. Sa rice and corn, wala
Nakakalusot
silang
sa-
monitoring. In sugar, wala ka lusot.
Bakit sir? Bakit sobrang regulated? Bakit sobrang in place ang regulation sa sugar compared to other crops?
You ask Congress.
Okay,
You ask Congress why they should tax us that much. Sa sugar, monitored ka lahat yan.
Lahat.
Hindi pwede yung ibenta ko ito, palusot, gano'n.
Oh, wow.
You have to, you pay government first, your taxes. Ganon.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Ngayon ko lang nalaman to, sir.
Ganon.
Yeah.
Ganon. So,
But sir, despite of all these challenges, still love mo ang sugarcane.
yes. Dito ako lumaki sa sugar eh. And dito ko naipon yung konti ko na,
Yeah.
ba?
Sir, gumanda ang buhay mo dito sa sugarcane.
Yes. I have to admit that.
Yeah.
Talaga. That's why hindi ako makaalis eh. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, hanggang mamatay ako, planter ako siguro.
Planter.
Oh.
Sir, anong masasabi mo doon sa audience natin? Kasi impression ka agad.
Oo.
Madami yung ayaw pumasok sa sugarcane kasi daw mahirap, medyo madaming reasons. Pero
Oo.
nakaka-encourage na marinig sa inyo yung kwento ninyo. Ano sir yung paano nating sabihin na hindi, dapat pasukin yung sugarcane business, yung planting.
Encourage.
Okay,
Yeah.
ganito yan. Huwag kang papasok ng sugar farming. Number one, kung wala kang knowledge,
Knowledge.
technology.
Okay.
Second, huwag kang papasok sa sugar farming kung wala kang tao na yung pagkakatiwalaan mo
Yeah.
na kailangan magmalasakit sa iyo.
Mm.
Katulad ko ngayon,
Mm-mm.
tignan mo yung mga tao doon. May mga tao ako dyan, may mga kapatas ako dyan.
Mm-mm.
Alam mo, sabi ko sa kanila, pag hindi nyo pinagbubuti ang trabaho,
Mm.
ako mabubuhay ako.
Yeah.
Mabubuhay ako. Why? Stop ko ang sugar farming ko. Mabubuhay ako.
Mm.
Kayo, mabubuhay kaya ako, wala kayong trabaho.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So, yun ang mga sinasabi ko. Now, third, you have the money. Di ba sinabi ko kanina to? You have the money. You have because mayaman ka.
Mm.
Papasok ka na sugar farming, but you don't have the time.
Yung remote control.
Your remote control. You have that. You don't have the time na umikot man lang sana, miski once a week or once a month or twice a month. Do not go into sugar farming. Because sugar farming needs supervision. Masyadong yan.
Yeah.
Kasi lolokohin ka ng tao mo eh.
Oh.
Katulad na sinabi ko kanina. Kumusta dyan? Sir, maganda sir. Yung mga fertilizer natin. Sir, nailagay na lahat. Nabenta na pala lahat yung fertilizer mo. Pagdating ng milling, titignan ng boss mo, bakit ka dito sir, hindi ko alam, sir, maganda naman noon yan. So, yun siguro ang ko. Now, yun nga. Now, for me, I could not get out of sugar farming because I see na dito gumanda yung buhay ko, dito ako lumaki, and dito ko naipandar yung mga anak ko. Ganun siguro.
Okay, sir, bago tayo magtapos, any other information, sir, na importante na hindi ko natanong?
Siguro, yung choices of varieties na itatanim.
Yeah. Continuous ba na may lumalabas na variety of sugarcane?
Yes, because we have the UPLB, the Lagranga Experiment Station, na which continuously producing naman, nag-breed sila ng mga new varieties. Kasi not all varieties are suited in one district.
Okay.
I mean, katulad ng Cagayan. In Negros, they might have the 8452 for the best variety there. But it does not
It's
suited
not working here.
dito.
Oh.
Why? Siguro sa klase ng klima, klase
soil.
ng soil, and then yung practices of sugar farmers. Now, I say practices kasi yung mga yun managed people. Marami sa Negros talaga pag nakakasama ko sa Confederation yan. Because if we have a meeting on Confederation quarterly. So I have to be in Manila every quarter. Nagmi-meet kami lahat yan. Planters all over the Philippines who are affiliated to Confederation of Sugar Planters.
Okay.
So nakakausap ko to, nakakamit ko, nakakahalubilo ko lahat sila. So I think yun ang pagkakaiba natin. Na especially they are advanced in technology because wala mo ninuno pa nila planter na tayo hindi pa pinapanganak planter na sila So I think they have the best technology and they are advanced as far as sugar farming. At sabi ko kanina yung soil dito is very different from the soil in Negros because in Negros they have sandy loam and here we have the clay loam. So I think those are then the choices of variety, and then the systems of operation, like for example the furrow distance, and then the using of mechanized equipment compared here na mas marami pa manual.
Oo. Kasi doon flat.
Yes,
sir.
flat. Yes.
So mas conducive for mechanization.
Yes, correct. But alam mo ko flat ka kasi you have to establish canals.
Yung canals naman.
They could do that sa kanila kasi mayayaman sila. They have the equipment sa doing the canal digging, di ba? Digging.
Ayan, sir.
So,
Sir,
yun.
thank you so much po.
Okay.
Ang dami naming natutunan.
Thank you also for visiting
sir.
us here in Karsungko o Cagayan Mill District.
Apo.
Alam mo, mas enjoy ko pa nung nagpunta ako ng Thailand, Brazil, and Australia.
Kamusta, sir, ang Thailand?
Okay.
Close to us or malayo din?
Malayo tayo.
Malayo pa rin?
Malayo pa rin. Malayo.
Pero nauna tayo sa kanila, di ba?
Yes, mauna tayo. Pero alam mo, I was in Thailand together with Vice Governor Mamba in 1996.
Okay.
Pinasyal namin yung parang marketing center nila. Meron sila mga 10 hectares eh. Now, inside the marketing center, nandun ang mga dryers, warehouses, ganun, para sa nung pumunta kami sa DA nila, Department of Agriculture nila, alam mo yung Thailander doon na pinaka-secretary, Parang mayabang pa na sinabi niya, I graduated from UP Los Baños. Biro mo? Sabi niya I graduated from UP Los Baños. Sabi niya. And yet, kung i-compare ko yung agriculture natin dito sa rice farming compared to them, malayo
na.
Masyadong malayo. Biro mo, ang yabang pa niya sabihin, I finished my course in UP Los Baños.
Yeah.
And he is the Secretary of Agriculture of Thailand that time when I was there.
Imagine that.
Kaya, hindi ko alam kung bakit ganon. Anong sistema na, diba?
Sir, kung ikaw ang mabibigyan ng power to solve yung Philippine agriculture, anong gagawin mo?
Itodo ko ang suporta sa farming, sa farmers natin. Gagawin ko lahat ng mga daan sa mga liblib na lugar. Kasi ang farmer, ito katulad na lang nito. Ang farmer, nasa outskirt yan eh.
Yes.
Kailangan pagandahin mo yung daan nila doon. Number one. And number two, you have to give all out support. Especially in prices of produce. And the equipments needed in farming. And then, yung socialized financing para gumanda yung kwan. Kasi ang nakikita ko, I don't know if I am wrong. Ang nagpapatakbo na ekonomiya natin is agriculture. Sa akin lang. Look, dito, punta ka sa market namin. Pag walang ani, langaw.
Walang tao.
Nilalangaw
Yung palengke.
pagandahin mo ang produce, kikita yung mga farmer, pati yung SM sa Tugigaraw, puno na tao. Di ba? Di ba? Katulad din diyan sa palengke namin. Pag maganda ani at saka maganda yung favorable yung panahon, magkakatay ka kahit 10 baboy ubos. Walang maiwan. Why? Ibig sabihin nun,
May pera
yung tao, gumagalaw yung ekonomiya natin. Pero kung wala kang, ikaw, farmer ka, wala kang pera, anong gagawin mo? Makakapunta ka ba ng SM? Baka mamaya mahuli ka pa doon pag natishoot ka at ka.
Sir, so, sabi mo, i-recap ko yung sinabi mo. Number 1, farm to market roads.
Yes,
para may
correct.
access yung mga farmer. Number 2, magandang presyo.
Correct.
Para kumita sila.
Yes.
Hindi pwede yung at the mercy na
Yes.
hoping na makabenta ng mahal.
Okay.
And number 3,
Support.
Machinery.
Hindi support, ang ibig ko sabihin doon, machinery, technology. Yun, siguro. Kailangan mo. So, para gumanda yung kasi ang nakikita ko kasi sa gobyerno natin, wala focus sa agriculture. Siguro sabihin mo mali ako, pero ang nakikita ko wala. Kasi tingnan mo
Based on your opinion, sir.
Yes, based on my opinion.
Okay.
Magbibigay ka ng isang kaban na binhi sa isang farmer. Isang kaban. Paano kung 5 hectares ang sakahan niya?
Kulang. Yeah.
Magbibigay ka ng fertilizer, isang kaban. Doon sa farmer na yon, the same farmer. 5 hectares yan. Kakasya ba yun? Wala. So where's the impact?
Wala rin.
Wala. Ano mangyari? Ibenta niya yung binhi niya, ibenta niya yung fertilizer niya. Wala.
So proportion
so
dapat.
at the end, ano mangyari? Have you increased production or deteriorate production? Now, how to convince people to increase production is yung sinabi ko.
Yeah.
You have to do that.
Yeah.
Kung kaya nilang gawin, sana priority yan. Okay. Do not give the farmer yung isang kaban binhi, isang kaban na fertilizer. Just give him a good price during his harvest.
Exactly.
Happy yan.
Exactly.
Happy yan.
Marami pong nagsasabi ng ganun. Di bali nang kahit hindi mabigyan, basta makabenta ng magandang presyo.
Happy yan. Kasi makakapunta na ng SM yan, bibili ng refrigerator, bibili di ba? Oo. Oo. Yun ang nakikita ko.
Pero sir, kaya ng mga, kasi ganyan laging argument ng mga tao.
Yes.
Kasi mayaman siya, kaya nagagawa niya yan.
Oo.
But in your case, you started small also, pero nagawa niyong lumaki.
Oo.
Ano ba yung kulang doon sa tao natin, sa ordinaryong farmer or citizen natin? Bakit mahirap sa kanila umunlad?
Walang kapital. They have the land, but they cannot activate the land.
Sir, thank you po ha.
Okay.
Thank you sir sa mga insights. So, group picture tayo bago tayo umalis.
Thank you very much.
Okay?
Go.
Move na po tayo.
May rice na tayo pa.
Sa rice na po.
Oh, rice tayo. Alam mo, kung yung dati nating weather dito, hindi tayo nakakaikot na mga ganyan.
Yung kayo ito ko na sir, wala tayo.
Ha?
Torta tayo, sabi ko.
Oo. Ay, init ito. No, tignan mo, ang ganda ng ganda ng panahon.
Blessed sir, blessed.
Oo, blessed talaga. Kaya ano, swerte kayo. Swerte kayong pumunta rito.
Agribusiness, how it works. Instruct, inspire, succeed.